Welcome back to another exciting week of math, everybody. This is lesson 3, and we're going to talk about reading and writing expressions. So first off, something I know we've talked about before is reading and writing expressions and the difference between an expression and equation. Expressions use numbers, letters, variables, and operations to express computations, but the big difference between expressions and equations is that expressions do not have equal signs. So now that we remember what expressions are, let's talk about writing expressions in words or computations in words, same thing. On the slide, you see 4 examples. The first one is 7.5 minus 2.5. Writing that in words would be subtract 2.5 from 7.5. Keep in mind, there's lots of different ways to write the same expression in a different way using words. Let's get some practice writing expressions or computations in words. On this slide, you have 4 examples. I want you to think about how would you write those examples in words. You might want to pause the slide here and then check your answers at the end. So what to do with expressions with more than one operation? You guessed it, order of operations. So first parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication and division, then add and subtract. Remember, if your expression only has multiplication and division, go left to right. If your expression only has addition and subtraction, go left to right. When you're writing expressions in words, it's important to remember the order of operations. For this particular example, you would add 2 and 1/10 plus 1 and 2/10 first, then subtract it from 3 and 5/10. One way to write it is like this. You could also write, first, I added 2 and 1/10 plus 1 and 2/10 and subtracted that from 3.5. Now let's get some practice. So for this example, when you're writing it, think about the order of operations. What would you do first? You would do the parentheses first, which means you would subtract and then divide. So when you write it out, it would look something like this. How about this one? If I look at this expression and think about the order of operations, I know I have to divide first and then add. So when I write it out, this is what it would look like. You have reached the end of lesson 3. If you need to go back and listen to it again, please feel free. And remember,